What's up with you guys? You know what time it is. It is time to get into another reaction video. I'm going to be reacting to 14 reasons the Philippines is different from the rest of the world. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're new and you want to see more content released by me. Hit that thumbs up button if you want me to react to more stuff like this, and share this video. I would really appreciate that. And if you got anything else that you would like to see me react to, just comment it below. I do read the comments. I will leave a link to the original video in the description below. Let's get into it. I'm interested. As someone that's on the outside looking in, someone that's never been to the Philippines, I'm very interested in knowing, you know, different things that I don't know of the Philippines. I had a teacher that was from the Philippines in high school, and she was my favorite teacher. Like, even though I was like, I guess you could say being a badass in school, you know, like, this teacher believed in me. She wanted me to do better. She wanted me to do good. You know, she always like helped me when I needed help. She was a history teacher, and even when I was to the point of like failing, I was failing in, what was I failing in? I was failing in, I believe it was math. I was failing in math, I believe. Was it? I was failing in math. And it was my first time math wise that I was like failing. Everything else I had like, when it came to math, I had always had at least a C. This time I had a D, and that D was going to an E because I was barely going to school. Like, I just was walking out. And she would really sit and help me with math. That's not even her subject. She's not obligated to do so. She doesn't have to help me, but she really would help me when it came to like math. She would help me. And I appreciated that because I was failing. I was to the point that if I had failed math, I was going to have to do at least summer school. And she helped me. She didn't give me the answers per se, but like, she'll like tell me and show me different things, or, you know, stuff like that that teachers do. Even though it wasn't her lane, but her being a teacher, she knew how to help me without giving me the answers. But anyways, you guys, like, she was my favorite teacher. She was from the Philippines, and she would always talk about like the Philippines and, you know, different stuff and different experiences in her childhood, and, you know, stuff like that, how she got into college and came over to the US. She would just give so many different amazing stories, and she would always say such great things about the Philippines. So I'm interested.
What if I told you there is a country where over 175 languages are spoken, people
What?
text more than anywhere else in the world, and boxing fights directly influence crime rates?
What? I did not know that.
It sounds pretty much unbelievable, but it's all true in the Philippines. 14. There are more than 175 spoken languages.
What the
There
heck?
are 2 official languages in the Philippines: Filipino, based on Tagalog, and English. Filipino is the most commonly spoken and pop culture language, and the government of the country uses English in their work. By the way, the Philippines are number 5 on the list of the world's top English-speaking populations after US, India, Pakistan, and the UK. All this sounds pretty plain and ordinary, but in fact, the diverse linguistic groups living in the country use over 175 languages for their internal communication. Since many of them exist only in spoken form, it's impossible to calculate the exact amount. 13. Their capital is the most densely populated city in the world.
To some people, stuff like this might be boring, but for me, like, I was always the person that was interested in like history and different cultures and stuff like that. Like when I was in school and teachers would play like history teachers would play like video clips of stuff like this, and I would enjoy it. Those would be the best moments. It was better than me having to write. So me just watching stuff like this, I would always enjoy it. But for me, I do a lot of reaction videos to many artists that are from the Philippines. And I love all of the artists that I react to within the Philippines. And I also myself plan to someday visit.
The nation's capital, Manila, and its 16 surrounding cities that make up the Metro Manila area have a population of 12.8 million people. During the daytime, this number gets way higher since many people come here to work. And while the number doesn't sound that crazy, take note that all these people live and work in an area of 16.56 square miles. This makes the population density equal to 111,002 people per square mile. And that's 5 times higher than in Mumbai or Paris, for example. 12. They have churches in shopping malls. Shopping malls aren't merely a place where you buy stuff for Filipinos. They are safe, air-conditioned community hubs with gyms, health clinics, concert halls, nightclubs, parks, and even churches inside.
You guys have churches inside of the mall? I've never heard of that before. That is so different.
So it's no surprise that they are the favorite place to meet up with friends for so many locals. And 3 of the world's 10 largest shopping malls are located in the Philippines. They are Mega Fashion Mall of SM Mega Mall, SM City North EDSA, and SM Mall of Asia. 11. Filipinos are the #1 texting nation in the world. You already know Filipinos love meeting up with friends at shopping malls, and when they can't see each other in person, they text. And when they do it, they rarely limit it to, "Hey, how are you?" In fact, they send about 400 million.
See, I'm the type of person that my texts be so short, you guys. So I can understand that. And many people that I know texts be short, like, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, my day is okay." "That's nice. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day." Or sometimes I say hey to someone and they say hey back, and that's it. It's just left as that. Like, I can see it. Because I'm not a big, I like to text because, like, I'm not like a very talkative person. Like, it may be surprising to some of you guys because I talk so much on here. You guys, you post, you know, but like in real life, when the cameras are off, I'm not really a big talkative person. I'm a very chilled guy. Like, I just be chilling, you guys. And for me, like being on the phone, I'll have a conversation with someone, but if you don't have anything to say or anything to come up with, then I'm just gonna be brain dead. I'm not gonna have anything to say either. Then we're just gonna be on the phone for no reason. So a lot of the time I feel like I'm able to say more through me texting than me actually being on the phone. I don't know.
Texts a day, and that's around 142 billion texts a year. It's more than the U.S. and Europe put together.
What?
Not exactly a little number for a country
more
of
than
107
both put together? What?
million people. 10. They have a unique form of transportation. If you visit Manila, you'll notice some interesting looking vehicles called jeepneys. They are converted U.S. Army Jeeps that stayed in the country after World War II. Filipinos adapted them to transport up to 18 passengers who jump on the jeepney going in their direction and ring the bell for it to stop.
Wow.
There are about 50,000 jeepneys in Manila, and they all look different, with basketball.
How much did that cost, you guys? Have any of you guys been on there? Have any of you guys rode that?
Stars, cartoon characters, inspirational quotes, neon lights, and whatnot on them. There are 2 major problems with jeepneys: safety concerns and pollution.
Yeah,
they produce.
I can understand the safety concern. I didn't know the pollution part. I can understand the safety concern because, like, when you're riding around, anything can happen. And some people say, "I'll rather get on a flight. I'll rather go to somewhere else, like a different country, or a different area, using a different state using a car than it being a flight." And, you know, like, I'll be like, what's the difference? And they'll be like, well, you know, if you're in a car, you're a lot more safe. Can't anything happen if you're in a car? And it's like, whether you're on a plane or a car, there's still things that can happen. It's just a part of life. You can be in a car and have a serious car accident. You could be on a plane and have a serious plane incident. It doesn't matter. All of it is taking a risk, but it's a part of life. You can't go through life being scared to do and take risks and do different things, because then you're always going to regret the fact that you never had the opportunity to do certain things just because of your fear. And like, I wouldn't understand that. But when it comes to this right here, like, that was something that I would know, because just looking at the build of it, you know, it's older. I seen people on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't seem like it's that safe for people to be riding in, you know, but it's probably constantly stopping. But it doesn't matter how constantly it's stopping. It's still something that, like, anything can happen. It could be a whole nother truck or, you know, car or something come along, and, you know, they may be drunk or, you know, going through something emotionally. Anything can happen, you know? So it's definitely, I can see that.
Huge amounts of black smoke. So hurry up if you want to ride before they get replaced with a rapid transit system. 9. One of the islands has more volcanoes than towns.
Really?
The Philippines are, without a doubt, a super scenic location. Among all the islands that are a part of it, Camiguin sure stands out, with more volcanoes per square mile than any other island on the planet. The island is 14 miles long and 8.5 miles wide, and has 7 volcanoes and 5 towns. And even though earthquakes and eruptions shaped it, volcanoes have been deep asleep since the 50s, so thousands of tourists can safely visit the island these days.
That's good. That's really good. That's good. At least they sleep. At least they sleep, you know.
8. Their national flag has a secret meaning. The national flag of the Philippines has 2 bands of blue and scarlet, and a white triangle at the hoist with a yellow sun and 8 rays, each of them standing for one province of the country. The yellow stars stand for the 3 largest island groups, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. What makes the flag really unique is that it can be reversed to declare a state of war. This happened during the Filipino Revolution.
This is nice that I'm getting knowledge about a place that I plan to visit. Like, I'm glad that I'm doing this.
Revolutionary War of 1898 to 1901, and during World War II in 1941 to 1945. 7. Boxing directly affects crime rates in the country. Filipinos love boxing and are crazy about their most famous boxer.
You guys are my people. You guys are my people. That's what I'm talking about. I love boxing. I love boxing. I love boxing more than any other sport. I love basketball after boxing. But boxing is my favorite. I love boxing. I watch Floyd Mayweather. Well, when he was like really boxing. Right now he's doing like exhibitions here and there. Now I'm watching Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, the list, Manny Pacquiao. It's so many other people that I can't really, Deontay Wilder. It's so many people that I can name. I just can't think of off top, and I don't want to waste time just naming a whole bunch of names of people that I watch. But I love boxing.
Pacquiao. Whenever he fights, the whole country is glued to its TV sets. And according to the Philippine National Police, PNP, crime rates in the country drop significantly when he's in the ring. During his 12-round fight against American boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. that went from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., not a single crime was committed in the whole Manila metropolitan area. It was basically the same during other major fights with the participation of the people's champ, Manny Pacquiao. 6.
I love Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter, man. He has a lot of heart, a lot of ambition. He's like a legendary great fighter, man.
Filipinos work abroad.
Yeah, skills.
It might be because of their flexible and reliable character, or the fact that they speak great English as a second language. But more than 11 million Filipinos work abroad. It's around 11% of the population, and a quarter of all overseas nurses in the world come from the Philippines. 5.
I want to know, those of you that are from the Philippines, or it's just your culture, I want to know, what was easier for you to learn? Like, did you learn your language first and then English, or did you learn English first and then your language? Like, I want to know, like, how did you go about things? Like, your upbringing, what did your parents teach you first? I would think, but I don't want to assume, some people it may be different. Some people may have learned English first. It's you guys second. So it's like some of you guys may have learned it first. I don't know for sure. Just let me know in the comments. And if you learned English first, that's okay. But I want to know, like, what was your experience? What did you learn first? What language?
Their rice terraces are the 8th wonder of the world. Banawa rice terraces are the oldest in the world and were so smartly designed that they still bring a harvest of rice and vegetables, most of which get exported. And it is believed if all the terraces had been built end to end, they would stretch halfway around the world. Today, these places bring the country more money as a tourist destination than rice plantations, and thus they play an important role for the economy of the Philippines. 4.
It looked like something you'll see at your home screen of your computer when you log in. Like, it just looks so unreal and beautiful.
They produce a lot of coconuts. For years, the Philippines had been the #1 producer of coconuts in the world. And even though the leadership now belongs to Indonesia, 153,532,000 tons per year is still an impressive number, isn't it? These coconuts are used to make anything from clothing to beauty products.
Wow.
3. The first European to visit the Philippines was Ferdinand Magellan. The legendary explorer made the first record of the archipelago among the Europeans in 1521. He founded the first settlement in Cebu, and thus most of the area became a Spanish colony. This explains the fact that around 90% of the population are Christian, unlike most of the country's neighbors. In 1898, the Philippines went under U.S. rule and later, in 1946, became an independent republic. 2. A Filipino made the first karaoke machine.
Really?
If you love to sing along, you ought to thank Filipinos for your favorite pastime.
I love karaoke. We have, like, in my household, we have, I want to say 3 karaoke machines. 3. We have a wireless one that's like the one she's holding. We have one that plugs into the wall. And then we have some other one that's connected with like a boom box, like some big box. Like, we have 3. I love karaoke, man. It's something that me and my family, like, we do often when it's like birthdays, holidays, like Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. Like, karaoke, man. Even if you can't sing, just have fun with it,
The first karaoke machine in the world was created in 1975 by Roberto Del Rosario. He patented as the sing-along system, and even though there were some attempts to claim his creation, he still remains the only patent holder for the karaoke system.
Wow.
1.
That's
the
amazing.
population is extremely good-looking. Along with their love for boxing, texting, and shopping, Filipinos are crazy about beauty pageants. It might be the years of American rule that gave them this love for competitive beauty, but the fact remains a fact. They have won in all major international pageants 15 times. There were 4 girls crowned Miss Universe, 1 Miss World, 6 title holders of Miss International, and 4 Miss Earth crowns. The first official pageant was held within the country in 1908, and since 2001, it's not just about beauty, but also for the promotion of environmental protection. Would you like to visit the Philippines? Or maybe you've already been there? Let me know in the comments.
I sure would. I definitely would love to visit. I'm definitely going to visit. And hopefully, maybe once I grow to where I want to be within YouTube, or just being a content creator, I can have a meet and greet there and stuff like it's going to be great, man. And I have such a great vision for myself, and I believe in myself. And I know nothing can stop me but myself. So I know I'll get to that place. I'll get to that point where I want to be. And I'll be able to visit and have a meet and greet and just do amazing things there. But you guys, I definitely enjoyed this very much. It told me and gave me so much knowledge about the Philippines that I had no clue about. And as I said, I want to get to know about the place, you know, the birthplace of many artists that I react to, you know. So I definitely want to do that. You guys are like, those of you within the Philippines, you guys are my second most watched country, I believe. I believe it's the US, the Philippines, I believe either Canada or Russia, and then goes the next. But like, no. It is US, Philippines, Korea, and then that's when the rest goes. But yeah, you guys are my second most watched people on my channel, so I appreciate you guys so much. I enjoy reacting to many of the people that I react to. I love many of the people that I react to from the Philippines. You guys have showed me so much love and support, and it means so much to me. Thank you so much, you guys. But subscribe to my channel if you're new. It's one click of a button. It does not cost a thing. If you truly want to see more content released by me, if you truly want to support me, share this video. I would really appreciate that. And if you got anything else that you would like to see me react to, just comment it below. I do read the comments. I will leave a link to the original video in the description below. I hope you have a great day, night, whatever time that you're watching this video. Stay positive, stay safe, continue to pray and have faith each and every day. Keep your head up no matter what you're going through in life. I'm out, you guys. I just ate, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Peace.